Hi, my name is Sarah Martino, and today I'm going to do an Oils 101 class. And what that means is I'm going to tell you how to use essential oils and how they could benefit you, and my story about how I started using them. So I started using essential oils almost 4 years ago. It was not something I planned to do. I saw a friend using them and I thought it would be fun. So what I did was I bought a bundle of oils and a diffuser and I started using them in our home, and I absolutely loved it. And I just dove into other ways I could use them because I was like, well, if I'm going to buy these, I want to use them all the ways, not just in a diffuser. So a little about me, like my health journey, because that's what actually got me hooked on using essential oils, because it was like a snowball effect. Once I started learning ways to use them, I started like going down this rabbit hole of all these other things that I was putting in my body and using on my home, and I realized that some of those things were making me sick. So did essential oils like fix those problems? Not necessarily, but it helped me. It was like my gateway to learning what I was using in my home. So I used to take about 5 allergy medicines a day. And I had been to an allergist. They told me, you're not really allergic to anything, but just keep taking that medicine. And I didn't feel great all the time. I was taking these medicines in the winter, even when there was like nothing to be allergic to. We had like checked our home for mold and, all of the things, and none of it was present. And I had like circles under my eyes because I was itchy all the time. And sometimes I even had to take Benadryl before I went to bed, so it was not good. So enter starting diffusing in our home. I stopped using candles. I started learning about other things I was like putting on my body, making some of the things myself with my essential oils, like foaming soap for my face and hand soap, and ditching things in our laundry room. And I would use the oils to scent the things that I was making. And I'm not kidding, within 3 months, I was no longer taking any allergy medicine, and I realized that I was highly allergic to artificial fragrance. So essential oils, when they are pure essential oils, are not artificial fragrance. And I had like I didn't understand it at first. So if you equate like not liking smells and think, oh, I'm not going to like essential oils, it's completely different because they are pure. They come right from a plant. They are going to smell so much different than your typical candle or scented soap or lotion. They just smell fresh. Like an example would be lemon essential oil. It smells like you just tore open a lemon and like put it in your house. It smells so good and so fresh. So that's a little bit about my story. Now let's talk about a few ways that you can use essential oils in your home. Okay, so here I am with my diffuser, this beautiful diffuser in my office. I have a diffuser in every single room of my home because I just like the way it makes me feel. So a few things about diffusing. This is one way to use essential oils, is to diffuse them throughout your home. It is a great replacement for candles, plug-ins, those type of things that you use to scent your home. So typical plug-ins, air fresheners, candles contain artificial fragrance, which is toxic. It has fragrance in it, which in the United States, companies can put whatever chemicals they want under the word fragrance, and they do not have to disclose it to us. So that's why it's kind of dangerous, is because we just don't know what is in this word fragrance. And then they also contain a ton of other chemicals that we don't want to be burning throughout our home. I used to burn a candle in my kitchen all the time, and it would get the black soot around it. And I would also burn candles that weren't natural smells, and I know that's what was bothering my allergies all of those years. So a couple other things about diffusing. So when you replace candles, you are not only replacing these chemicals and things in your home that you want to make your house smell better, right? Because all of us want our house to smell yummy. Like when someone comes over and they're like, what is that smell? So smell is greatly linked to memories in our brain. That's why like when you smell baking bread or cookies, you're maybe reminded of your mom or your grandmother. So it's really linked to that. So it's such a powerful thing. And when you use pure essential oils, they can not only make your house smell good, but they can support you in so many other ways. So it could support your mood. It could help with sleep. It could help with head tension. It can help our immune systems. It can help support allergies. There's so many things that it can do for us that just like a candle can't do. So a few of the oils that I love so I use Young Living essential oils, and this is their like basic starter bundle. It's like 12 everyday oils. And these are some of my favorites for all of those things that I described. So, as far as using oils for sleep, some of the best ones are lavender, and lavender's like could be used for everything. I call it the king of oils because you can not only use it for sleep, you can use it for your skin. It's really helpful to support like seasonal allergies. And then also for sleep is frankincense. This is a really good one. And then we do have a ton of oil blends that are amazing for mood. And these are like my top 3 blends that help not only with sleep, but with anxiety, mood, all of those emotional kind of things that we would like support with. So Valor is a blend that's really good for bravery. Stress Away does just what you think it would, helps take the stress away. And then another one is Peace and Calming, which is actually known as the tantrum tamer. A lot of people will use it on their toddlers who are having a rough time. So those are some of the ways you can diffuse with it in your house. But one thing I love, especially like citrus combined with like peppermint, has so many benefits for an uplifting mood. And it just like makes your house smell amazing. They will literally take any odors out of your house. It does not mask the odors. So this is a blend called Citrus Fresh, which is like a bunch of citrus, and then lemon is amazing. And then actually blending it with peppermint and lavender is also good for seasonal allergies. And then we have a few oils that are more specific to like wellness and things like that. I don't usually diffuse them as much, but they are really, really good if someone is under the weather to support those kind of things. So the first one is a blend, and it is Thieves. So this is a blend that's really good for supporting wellness. If someone in our house is feeling under the weather, I will diffuse it in all of our rooms. And then like at night, I will jump in and put it with lavender in the diffuser of whoever is not feeling well. So a few others that I like, these are really just to support any kind of like tension that you might have. So Raven is really good if someone has a stuffy nose or, you know, that kind of thing, like even any kind of allergy symptoms, you could use that. Panaway is not something I diffuse, but it is really good for muscle support. And then this gem here is called Digize, and it's really good for stomach support. So let's jump over and talk about another way we can use oils besides diffusing. Okay, so the second way that I love to use essential oils is topically. And there's a few things you need to note when diving into putting oils on your body. So a lot of times I will use them directly on my body, but you have to be knowledgeable about it. So I'm going to teach you a few things about it. So number one, some oils are considered hot oils. So what that means is that if they're to make direct contact with your skin, they could feel hot or they could sting. And all oils affect people differently. So like peppermint is an example of a hot oil, but it doesn't bother me. I could put it on my skin. I've tested it. But for example, cinnamon is a hot oil and it really bothers me. So I tend to not use cinnamon on my body. So in that case, you would always want to, when you're first starting out, use a carrier oil when you use an essential oil on your body. So a lot of times we will make them in a roller like this and add a carrier oil. And this carrier oils also make your oils carry farther. They make them last longer. So I have all different kinds of rollers around my house. This one is for emotions. I have one for headaches. I have one for wellness that I roll on my spine every day. And then some of them, like these blends, I like them full strength. And I know that they don't have hot oils like wintergreen, peppermint, those kinds of things in them, and I know that I'm okay with them topically. So it's something you definitely have to check and test out. So for example, Peace and Calming. I really like this oil when I'm feeling stressed, and I will use it as a perfume and just put a drop on my wrist. And then sometimes I'll just stick a drop on my head. It does not make your hair greasy, and then you could you're like a walking diffuser. If you want to make your oils last longer, then I always recommend making some kind of roller. So what you do, you could get these on Amazon. You put probably like 10 to 20 drops of your essential oil and then top it with a carrier oil like jojoba oil, fractionated coconut oil. And then this is really easy for on the go because it has a roller. So you could roll it wherever you need it, behind your ears, on your wrist. A lot of times the sleep rollers, even on like little ones, you can roll on the bottom of their feet and put their socks on before bed because then they won't be like touching it. So that's just like a little tip for that, using it topically. So there is one other way to use essential oils, and I'm going to talk about that next. Okay, number 3 way to use essential oils is through ingestion. So a couple things to note when ingesting essential oils. You need to do this very sparingly and carefully. And I only ingest Young Living essential oils. They have a separate line of oils that are safe for ingestion per the FDA. And the way that you know which ones you can ingest is by looking for the white label. So this is peppermint, has a white label, safe for ingestion. This is lavender, it has a colored label, so you would not want to ingest that. Lavender actually is an ingestible oil. You can buy it with the white label, but I just wanted to show you the difference between the two. So I do not ingest oils like every single day, but these are some ways that I do use them safely. If I am out of any kind of herb or anything like that for cooking, I will do a drop of essential oil because it's highly concentrated. So for example, we have cilantro essential oil. I might put a drop of that in my guacamole or salsa. Some ways that I use, where is it? Peppermint. So peppermint is very, very good for clearing sinuses. So if you had a stuffy nose, you could put a drop on your thumb, press it to the roof of your mouth, and it will help clear your sinuses. You can also put a drop of lemon daily in your water. So 1 drop of lemon is equal to 2 lemons squeezed with a rind. So that's like how concentrated it is. So just an example of another way that essential oils could be used. But like I said, you don't know all the time where the products in an essential oil come from, so I only use Young Living. I've been to their farms. I know that they are 100% pure, so I feel safe using them. So those are the 3 ways to use essential oils. If you like this and you want to learn more about it, subscribe, let me know in the comments because I could go way deeper into different things that you could do with these, but I just wanted to give you a quick overview. If you want more information on how to get started with essential oils, please let me know. The link in my bio to learn more is on my blog, and I would love to chat with you about it. Like I said, this is something that has really changed so much for my life, and it kind of got me going on my low tox journey. So don't forget, subscribe here, and I will see you soon. I'll be doing a Oils 102 video coming soon.